for a much-needed and much-welcome diversion. The NFL is back. Here we go, Week 1. Here's Smith to return it. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. 87 yards, the official distance on the kickoff return. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. So a heck of a start to this one. We haven't even gotten settled in already in the end zone on the opening kickoff.
And you know what happens, too? Now you got to translate what that means, because I think for the team to just score, their defense, I think they'll be more aggressive now. They'll be bolder. They're playing with a lead and an early one in some momentum. So if you're the offensive coordinator on the other side of the field, you'd better be prepared for some heavy pressure coming your way. They're going to try and get another big score and a big one early.
The kickoff for the Falcons.
So now the other return teams out there, as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. Now this will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
I don't want to see what's said, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me isn't
There he goes, right side. And all the way in, touchdown, Seattle. Chris Carson, 77 yards. And the Seahawks are now just an extra point away from moving out in front. And personally, what a start for him to get in the end zone from that distance here on the first drive.
And it has the defense tearing up their defensive goals for the game, doesn't it? Because nowadays, when we talk to all the coaches, they don't talk about limiting yards per carry and those things. They just talk about limiting explosive plays, whether it's through the air or on the ground. And anything an explosive play on the ground, usually, 10, 12-yard runs? This one was way more than that. They've got to go back to the drawing board and try and shut it down.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now, 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They run. It's Gurley. And 3 yards there takes them to the 45.
Number 21, Todd.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
Jamal Adams there.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
ready. 825. 54, south. 49 the mic, like 49.
Ryan now to throw on 3rd down. He's this time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
At their own 47-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, what do you think? You get the ball at the turnover near the middle of the field, you take a shot here on the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position after a turnover. I feel like I might have a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
Eluding the pressure right. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And the Falcons grab it. And the return will stop right around the 25. Well, that's unfortunate because he had a nice run going, but give credit to the defense. They got a hand in the cookie jar there, CD.
You have to think about vision, finding a place to get down after you know you've gotten all you can out of a run, and obviously ball security is paramount. In today's football, everyone's coming after the rock. You've got to make sure you protect it and protect the yardage you just gained.
Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27. They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
There's a run there by Todd Gurley. We all know he's looking to rebound from the least productive season of his career. And I think Atlanta presents him a great opportunity to do just that. They'll use him really well running it as well as catching it out of the backfield.
They go play action here on first down. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
That's another.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Here's Gurley. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
To Julio Jones. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
On 1st and goal, Gurley. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the Seahawks 5-yard line.
A line of scrimmage once again, the 5, as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Play action. It's Ryan. They'll roll him out right. And this is going to be intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
The safety, Keanu Neal, there to make the tackle.
A 3-yard pickup.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
And the Seahawks first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
36 yards.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Flushed out right, and he's going to keep it here. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. On 2nd down, it's Carson. And pretty good running as he'll be close to a first down at the Falcons' 27. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Good gain by Chris Carson. Picks up a first down, and you just have to love his running style. Talk about a straight-ahead guy, no-nonsense type of a runner. He's averaged 82 yards a game over the last 2 seasons and had 1,230 yards on the ground in 2019.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the Falcons' 27-yard line.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson, escaping the pressure right. He'll run it. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. From the shotgun, Wilson. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle.
Complete to number 16.
Tyler Lockett
Touchdown.
there to make the grab. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Focusing on me, we're from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle package
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. He gives to Gurley. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
The ball carrier.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On 2nd and 9, Ryan. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
43-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This offense, thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that, and what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially the skill positions. And then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit, let them catch their breath.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10. To throw again. Wilson. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Deion Jones. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
And Russell Wilson gets sacked, and he tied for the most sacks in the NFL last season with 48 in total. But Seattle likes to throw the ball deep. So that means you're going to take more time to get the ball downfield. Sometimes the offensive line can't hold up, and he ends up hitting the deck on those plays.
Buying time to his left. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones.
Incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit him over the top, unsuccessfully.
It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there.
And Gurley fumbled it. Gurley fumbles the football. It's loose. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. calling the fumble recovery. It's Wilson eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete.
Wilson on
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. And some room to maneuver. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Chris Carson, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one goes for 24 yards. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
They tried the throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Seahawks 22. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Ryan. This one caught by Ridley. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. On first down, it's Gurley. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Todd Gurley as the first half is winding down. And the Falcons cut into that lead.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. And unable to connect. They don't get the two-point conversion here. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10. At their own.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
It's a gain of 10. And the Seahawks 1st down.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Flushed out right. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
To kick off for the Bengals.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. Steps away to his, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Tech McKinley made his way into the backfield.
To me, the defense was a little gassed near the end of the first half, but they come out of the locker room with a little extra spring in their step. Wonder what they did at halftime to get them so motivated.
I don't know, but that sack looked good. Now let's see if they can build on the momentum of that play. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now, 1st and 10 at their own 43. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now it's Ryan. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
So now a 2-point conversion attempt coming for Wilson and the Seahawks. Wilson now. From the gun, he'll throw. And he will get into the end zone to bump the lead up to 3 scores. And they turned the pick 6 into a pick 8 with that 2-point conversion.
I love how you upsell. That is outstanding right there. What a big-time play. Big switch in how this game was going, and then they capitalized with a little bit on top.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. The tackle made by K.J. Wright.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Ryan. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
48-yard line.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Ryan. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big gain.
They only got a yard out of that last completion. And that makes it 2nd and 9. Ryan's throw caught by Jones. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 28. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
28-yard line.
And now here is another interception. Trey Flowers picks it. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 41-yard line.
Now a toss play. It's Carson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Chris Carson has proven to be a workhorse for the Seattle Seahawks, and they continue to expand his game. We know that he can run inside and be a bruising type of a player, but he has surprising speed to the perimeter, and they've expanded his game now by throwing it to him out of the backfield. In 2019, in the top 10 in the league in touches and yards from scrimmage.
Penny, a 1st down carry, and they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Again, it's Penny. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, Wilson. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Tack McKinley picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Second down.
To try again after the sack. Wilson. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, I was watching him in warm-ups, and he hit a 62-yarder that hit the crossbar and went over this one a little bit inside of that, but not enough leg.
And the difference is what?
Well, your live conditions, right?
Live conditions, game conditions are a whole lot different than practice, where you just pop it up there, no rush, no pressure. I think maybe that takes a couple of yards away from you when you have to do it when it's real.
Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Tuesday. Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island. Check. Space.
Now a play fake here on first down. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A very solid gain of 27. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Brings up second and
from the 4. This is second down and 1.
Let's go, D. Big C.
Back to the ground, this time with Gurley. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Todd Gurley. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Falcons get a bit closer. Now, he's doing his part, but still facing a sizable deficit.
And he would like to do more, but he needs help from the other two-thirds, right? He needs his defense to bow up a little bit, and he also needs special teams to maybe create some big plays and help them get back in it.
Coup now for the point after. And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good.
Makes the score Seahawks 29.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back.
For the Falcons.
And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
On second and 9, Wilson flushed to his right. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at their 48-yard line.
From the gun, it's Ryan. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. Over 100 yards receiving for him now in the opener. And it's a first down.
I know you don't get anything extra for degree of difficulty, but maybe you should. He's done absolutely everything in this game today, including laying out for that one.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They go play action now. Ryan. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, but it'll be 2nd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. And that catch, he just hit number 800 in his NFL career.
And just think, that puts you in top 35 range all time in the NFL in terms of number of catches. One significant guy in that number, Shannon Sharp, who was a tight end. That's big-time play right there.
He's going to dump it off to Gurley. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll try and throw for him with Ryan. And no, it's incomplete. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. A real chance for them to salt this game away after that turnover on downs, holding a 2-score lead in the 4th quarter. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
No gain on the play.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wilson. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively. And that's caught inside the 35. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though. A PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
And they'll watch this one fall in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And he's got some space here. And they can't bring him down. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. They go play action with Ryan. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And this will not be fielded. It's a touchback and comes out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
Here comes a 20th carry for Gurley. Gurley's got the first down and then some. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. An ideal beginning of the drive there, as they'll get 20 and a first down. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Staying on the ground, this time it's Smith. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Incomplete.
Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, here's Ryan on first down. And it'll be intercepted. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it, Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he'll be taken down at the 18. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down and about the length of the football. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. And he finds Penny. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. So the victory here for Seattle. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. And now I'm listening to you. So for the Seahawks, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the New